yesterday we created a sheet for the sales data. Yesterday that was day before. So we have seen what transaction data loading is, and we have loaded the data to the transaction. Here, yesterday we have seen what is how to create the error handling and how to do error handling and real-time work for the sales. And we have created DSO for the real time, for the read master data. Now we are going to see what DSOs are in detail.
Okay.
So I sent you one info providers the document in that after info kit there's a DSOs. You can check that. Um, Generally, I'm talking from that document itself.
Okay.
DSOs contains consolidated cleans up item level or document level data, and these are flash structures, and we can in star schema, you know there are two types of schema, one is star schema and extended star schema.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas InfoCube is based on extended star schema, DSOs are based on star schema.
Mm-hmm.
So DSOs are based on star schema. Here we have dual figure flash structures. Uh, Here you have key fields and data fields mainly, and there are three types of DSOs. It is very easy to use DSOs, and they are very simple and transparent structures. Mainly there are tables in the DSOs, and there are three types of DSOs. One is direct update DSO, right optimized DSO, and standard DSO. So first one is direct update. In direct update DSO, it is mainly used for the I mean as a data target. So for APDs, generally this is very simplest form of the DSO we have. It will only have one table, that is the active data table. There is only one table, which is active data table, and here you can only override the data in right optimize the DSOs. So these separate DSOs are available in 3.5 version as well. In the 3.5 version, these DSOs are called transaction DS ODS, means operational data stores. So in 3.5 version, DSOs data store objects are called operational data stores. So there were two types of operational data stores. One is transaction and one is standard. So there are those two types are carried to 7.0 version as well. In addition to these two types, SAP has introduced another type which is called rate optimized DSO. So these are the two types mainly available: direct update and standard DSOs, which were available in 3.5 version. And the rate optimized is a new DSO, which is introduced in 7.0 version. So in direct update is a simple form of DSOs, and it is mainly use it to write the data. Like mainly we use the APDs, which are analysis process designers. We use APDs to download the query data to the direct update DSOs. Here, direct update DSOs always override. You cannot use them. It means you cannot use them for delta purposes. So, generally when we get sometimes, most often we get scenarios like where you have a query and you have to pass that result of the query and into the data target, and then you have to, use that query data and load it to the some other, load it with some other data to get the result for use it for calculation. Like that, we might get scenarios, business scenarios like that. For that purpose, we can use direct update also
Okay,
to
what is,
download the.
yeah, what is delta used? They cannot use it for delta. So what does it mean? Like delta means,
Uh, there are two types of loads.
okay.
When you are loading the data, there are two types of loads. One
Mm-hmm.
is full update, second one is delta.
Okay.
So in these two updates, if you use full update, it means that you are loading whole data which is available in the data target. I have discussed it before.
Oh,
You
okay.
have a source.
Mm-hmm.
In the source, you have a lot of data, historical data.
Okay.
For example, 1 to 10 years or something, up to 10 years.
Oh, okay.
So it can be millions, hundreds of millions of records.
Mm-hmm.
So all those records you can extract it at once to the uh, data source
Mm-hmm.
by using data source. Info packages. By using info packages full of data.
Mm-hmm.
So what will happen? All the data in the data source will be loaded to the PW to the PSA staging area.
Mm-hmm.
So you will it will load it at once. So that is called full update.
Mm-hmm.
And when you after that load, you create transactions, daily transactions. All those daily transactions will take place. Once the historical data will be loaded,
Mm-hmm.
I mean that is called one-time loading historical data. And after that, you will always do transactions in the system. There is, for example, there is a sales data source. In the sales data source, you have implemented a BW recently as a business. Now, what you will do is to load the data which is available up to now, up to 2030. Whatever the data is available, you have started transactions SAP in 2008, so you have a lot of data in ECC since 2008 to 2030. So you will load it with the help of full load.
Okay.
After that, you will keep the info packages in the delta. so that all those delta loads, I mean, whenever you create a transaction,
Mm-hmm.
from today you will create again you will I mean business is running. You have already have data which you loaded with the BW with the help of full load, and then you keep the info packages in delta. So this delta will be I mean used to pick up the newly created record.
Okay.
So these newly created records are coming from the business. Like business will be operating every day, and the transactions will be posted every day.
Yeah.
So all those transactions will be picked up according to your schedule. If you have scheduled info package load every week, then
Mm-hmm.
it will be loading all the newly created records every week.
Mm-hmm.
So in this week it will load the data, and then whatever is loaded is not available in the ECC system.
Okay.
So that is why I say like when you are deleting a data, you have to turn the request to the red and then delete it.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you keep it green and delete it, in the case of delta, it is a bad practice to delete it just like that. In the case of delta, you won't find the delta again.
Okay.
So for that reason, when you turn the QM status to red and delete it, it means that system will know that this data is deleted. I mean, this data has error. So it will keep the data, and then you will when you delete it, it will be available in ECC. So you can pull that again, delta
Mm-hmm.
again. Or else if you delete it at once with even the request is big, then you will miss that delta row.
Okay.
Like that, all the transactions will be taking place in the business. So all these business transactions will be updated every day, and now you won't find historical data in this. You will find newly created data.
Okay.
So here new records will be loaded here. I mean loaded to the info package TSA with the help of info package delta load.
Okay.
Which helps the process. So we were discussing about
DSOs.
so
Yes.
direct update DSOs. So direct update DSOs cannot be used for delta. Direct update DSOs can be only overwritten. It means whenever you load the data, for example, you have loaded the 50,000 records, and then you have loaded the 10,000 records. What will happen is you will overwrite every load, and records will be overwritten. Only 10,000 records will be available like that. I mean, you will be overwriting the data in direct update,
Mm-hmm.
and it will contain of active data table, and let's see, we have I mean we can use the direct update DSOs for APDs. By using APDs, we can get the data from the query to direct update. So there, I mean, other DSO is right optimizer DSO. Here, right optimizer DSOs have only one table, that is the active data table. keep the snapshot of the data between the data. So SAP recommends right optimize the DSO to keep the snapshot of data. For example, uh, you have data source, and then you have info queue, and between info cube and data source, you want to keep the snapshot of data because you may delete the PSA as a part of maintenance. You will delete the PSA every month, end of every month, and you may delete the info cube as well. So, for example, to keep the data, a detailed level data, you can you can create a DSO.
Mm-hmm.
And this DSO will be right optimized DSO because it is simple. It is simple and it only has one data. One table, that is active data table. So active data table will be storing the data, and you don't need to activate the data, and it is reporting is possible, but it is not recommended. SID generation is not. There won't be SID generation for activate tables. So it is you don't have to activate the data. You don't have to generate the SID. You only have the activated table, and it is easy to load. And so that is why we use approximately as a layer between the target and the source to keep the snapshot of the data.
Okay.
So there is the use of talking on the DSO, and there is the standard DSO. So in standard DSO, there are three database tables, and standard DSO is the one we load the transactional data. For delta upload. So it supports all the functionalities like SID generation is possible in standard DSOs, and delta uploads are possible in standard DSOs. So summation is possible, as well as it supports overwrite as well. So standard DSOs support both summation and overwrite, and then overwrite of data and summation of data. And the standard DSOs, when you activate the data in the standard DSOs, the tagging will be generated for the master data, and there are three tables in the standard DSOs. Those tables are new data table, active data table, and change log table. So these are the three tables present in right standard DSO. So how do you change this types of DSO? How do you select the types of DSO? You have to go to settings and select the type of DSO. Here now we are going to load the data from data source which is already existing. We will load the data from sales data source to the standard DSO. So we will see how to load the data as a standard data.
Okay.
So there is a request in sales data code.
Mm-hmm.
So we are going to load that data. So right click on the info area and create DS. Here you have to give the name of the DS code.
Shahid, your system screen got stuck. Yeah.
So here you can see I have given the name Z.ts. So you can give the name just like any other object, and the name information is same, and I have given the description.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can create. This is the create button
Yeah.
to create. So here you can see this. You have a key field and data fields mainly, and then you have indexes and navigation.
Mm-hmm.
So you have settings here, and now you have to click on here to change the type of the GS. So here you have three types of GS: so standard, direct update, and right optimized GS. So this one you will find the type of GS group in settings, and you have these settings. SID generation upon activation, you can check it or you can uncheck it, and you can have unique data records only like if you check this option, it will only load the unique data record. So set quality status to OK automatically. It is checked by default. So like that, activate data automatically. It's not recommended. Update data automatically is not recommended. You can, if you want, you can check that. So what it will do is to activate data automatically when you load the data after loading the data, and then update data automatically will update after loading the data automatically. So
Okay.
then you will manage. So here you can self-working. This is the type of data. Here there are two main columns you see: key field and data field. You can have up to 16 key fields in a DSO. In any DSO, you have key field and data field
Mm-hmm.
in all the three types of DSO, and then data field. So key fields are used to these are used to describe the data, and you can say if these are like primary keys, and when you define the key field, you have to be careful that you have defined the right key fields, because according to these key fields, the data will be returned to the data target. If you want to over, for example, you have a sales order number as a key field, and we have a order status as a data field. And for order number, if you want to override order status, for example, once there is a record, according to the order number 10000 one. So for this order number, we have a status, confirmed status of this order number, and the status will be changing. So the status, once it will confirm, and once it is partially confirmed, and once it is partially delivered, and then it will be delivered, like the status will be changing for the order number. So you have a lot of statuses for order, and then this one. will be changed to, and then this one will then be changed to deliver.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, this statuses will be changed. So what do you do if you give the status as a primary key in the key field? If you give the statuses, then how many records you will have? You will have same order number with the different records, like for confined, confined, and delivered, partially delivered, and there are a lot of hundreds of statuses for a record, for an order number. So all those statuses will be get different, loaded as a different record. So you should know your requirements. According to the requirement, you have to select which are the key fields and insert the data. So key fields are to describe. So you can do up to one to. So you can assign up to 16 key fields for a data store.
Mm-hmm.
This, you will, I might have discussed this. The 16 concept is there in SAP because you have 16 key fields and you have 16 dimensions in ProCube. You have 16 key fields in every table.
Mm-hmm.
So like this 16 concept is all over the SAP because every field can have every table can have up to 16.
Mm-hmm.
So you have 16 key fields in you can have up to 16 key fields in data store. So you can assign up 1 to 16 key fields and then rest of them you can assign it to the data.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be characters. Key fields should be characters, and a record length of the key fields must be up to 780 bytes. Record length of the key field should be up to 780 bytes. So you mainly keep those characteristics in the key fields and rest of them into the data set. So you have to select which key fields you give, but you cannot give key figures. Here you can give both. You can define both characteristics and key figures as the data field,
Mm-hmm.
whereas you can only define characteristics in key. So there is a difference between.
Okay.
And in data fields, you can have up to 49 data fields. You can define up to 749 data fields.
Mm-hmm.
However, each record in the data field must not exceed 1918 bytes. You can have both key figures and characteristics as data field. So this is the structure of the data store. We are going to see next concept we have to talk about what zero record.
Okay.
In data store object, we have zero record mode field, and it is related. I mean, when the data is passed from source system, every record has a delta type. So all those data types will be stored according to this. Like there are new image, after image, before image, addition, deletion, and then there are in reversal. These are the six data types we have, and in zero record mode stores the zero record mode is a field that is automatically created by the system. So the data source and it stores all the things data type which data source will be passed. This created it. Yeah, I created in the let's see the structure of the queue. Delivery, this is delivery. We are going to create a queue um, data store object like this queue and load the data. So we have four key figures and three dimensions. So either you can do the direct update or you can take the cube like and you can drag and drop.
Okay.
Let's keep one customer ID in a key field and I can keep both the characteristics and key figures and data field. Now what will happen when you do this? Like if you keep customer ID and invoice and material, and what is the difference between keeping these two in the data field in all these three for the key fields?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
Okay.
Can you I
Can you
I
re-
just told you know the difference.
okay. Can you repeat the question if you
Here here I have given invoice number and material number.
yeah.
Here we have three dimensions in the book. But here what we are doing, we are only keeping customer ID as a key field and giving invoice number and material number as a data field along with the key field. So what is the difference between assigning them in data fields and giving the three of them customer ID, material number, and invoice number, and keeping.
Uh, they will difference is it will take the template of uh, I don't know.
It will override the data according to the customer ID. For example, if I want to define with customer ID,
Okay.
not with the material number tag. So here I define only customer ID as a key field so that the ordinary number, customer ID number will be unique and rest of them can be overridden.
Okay.
So there is the difference.
Okay.
So it will be unique customer ID number. And if in case I have two different customer ID numbers, and for two different customer ID numbers, if I have two, same material numbers, it will keep the customer ID number.
Okay.
That is, that is what I mean. The unique customer ID number will be there. Now we have defined the standard DSO, and we activated the standard DSO. Now right on it and create transformation.
Shahid, hello.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I thought your screen got stuck. I think it's okay now. Yeah.
is it okay?
Yeah, create transformation. Okay. Shush.
Is it okay? Can you see this?
Yeah, yeah, okay. So you created some. I did not see that what you created. Like you are trying to create.
Here you can see we have created a data store object,
Yeah.
and now we are going to create transformation.
Okay.
Right click on the data store object and we are creating a transformation. We give the data source as a name and you will see what data source it is. Mine will generated one number mapping. Here you can see when we drop the data field, when we drop the key figure in the data field, zero currency is automatically created by the system. Zero currency and zero unit.
Okay.
Whereas in info cube, what we have to do, we have to map the currency as well to the every key figure. We map key figure and then we map to every key figure for profit, for bill amount, everything.
Okay.
So that's what we do before.
Okay.
So now we have to define the profit or sales type. To define the profit sales, we should analyze the total amount, total profit minus total profit.
Total profit.
Actually, we don't have profit. We don't have profit.
Okay.
Bill amount minus material cost into material.
Uh, material
quantity,
number.
cost in
Okay, quantity.
big amount and cost in quantity. So here we got profit, big amount, material quantity, material cost in unit. So we are going to change it to the formula.
Mhm.
So now it is okay.
Mhm.
In previously, I don't know why it was giving syntax errors when we do this.
Yeah.
It was giving syntax error. Maybe it is the system inconsistency.
Okay.
That's what. And now you have to create GTP and load.
Okay.
Generally, you may see all these inconsistencies in real time as well. It is not just this system. In real time as well, you will see a lot of inconsistencies.
Okay.
Data is loaded.
Mhm.
And if you see the content, you won't see any data because it is not activated.
Mhm.
You can see transfer and added, but there is no option.
Okay.
It means it is not ready for the review. It is not available in the review. So what you have to do in the DSO, in the standard DSO, you have to activate the button. There is the button activate. Job execute. So it is activated. When it is activated, you get the ID and it is ready for the
Okay.
now you will see the result and information. 5 into what is 2000? The 2000 is subtracted to the 5000 and there is a reduced 3000 for the public.
Okay. Uh,
For some reason it was giving an error. The same formula is giving an error in before.
yes.
So generally if we get some errors, such errors, we have to apply the note, SAP notes in the
Mm-hmm.
system. When the system is inconsistent, you get errors.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, in real time, we apply SAP notes.
Okay.
So these notes are two types. One is to there is a procedure. SAP gives the note with the procedure. For example, we have some function modules in the system. We have to activate the function modules like that. And another one is the software update. So we might have to first install the package and package like there is the basic sequence work and then they install the package and we do the nodes if we have to apply the nodes then we apply the nodes.
Okay.
You will see nodes like this.
Mm-hmm.
You have to contact the SAP and they will send nodes
Mm-hmm.
and it will have some unique number. Every node will have a unique number
Mm-hmm.
and it will have the solution.
Okay.
So today it is okay with the rest tomorrow. Today we have seen what data store objects are and we have loaded the data
Mm-hmm.
to data store objects. So
Okay.
you can have a look into the concept. You can have you have the document. You can see in detail what it is.
Okay.
Where we need to tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.